What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Young people in today's world find any way to get mad for whatever reason. And it's usually somebody that's let me not use the word liberal, but let's say young, democratic, BLM, Black Lives Matter. They're upset with white people for using black language. And something is called AAVE, which is now known as African American Vernacular English, Ebonics. So we're going to look at this clip where this white lady is going to be mimicking Ebonics, and we're going to look at Lizzo respond to it.
Jay, speak English with your stupid ass. She's like,
or even better, why don't we bring back gatekeeping so that AAVE is reserved for the people who created it and grew up speaking it, so that all these people who are now talking like black people because they read words on the internet and don't know the origin and don't participate in the culture, don't overuse it, and then things like this happen. Because Ganglish is definitely the new thug. When police would call someone a thug, but it's really a black person, which is the new hard R N-word. I know so many people who have said type shit their entire lives. I've heard them talk like that for years before it became trendy on the internet to say that. But maybe if these internet people get sick of it, we can just continue to use our dialect in peace. Type shit.
So these black women are upset that this white lady it should be reserved for African Americans. Why are you trying to use this English? First of all, English in general, we learned from them, like by force, okay? Ebonics and arguments about Ebonics, Caucasian people who use Ebonics. And this is a real argument. It's wanting at best. Why the are we even talking about something that stupid? You don't have anything better to talk about than that. So the white lady is mimicking African-American English. Can we say that African-American influence on American society has been very strong? Most people, whites, Asians, all of them borrow some element of African-American culture as culture of the American society. Lizzo is arguing about a white lady doing so. Lizzo, that is silly. It needs to be reserved for blacks, right? Okay, let's buy that. What about black women who wear blonde weaves? Can we talk about that? What about Mary J. Blige, Beyonce? Can we talk about all of the ladies who lighten their skin like Serena Williams, trying to look white? You probably live amongst all whites. You're probably signed to a white record label. You bank with white people, but you want to be able to reserve the fact to use Ebonics. Can you reserve the idea, since it's so futile? What about reparations? Oh, you can't do that, Lizzo. You're a Democrat. You love Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who are against reparations. But what you want is the ability to speak Ebonics. This is what happens when they want to use clueless entertainers to sway the black vote. They go and they get somebody like Lizzo, who really, I'll tell you why you're even bringing this idea up. That white lady is attractive. Let's just be honest, okay? If she was a white lady that was not attractive, it wouldn't be a problem. But that is a white lady that we would think, the way she looks, she likes black men. It's evident. That is a Caucasian lady who likes black men. And, you know, and if she were to stand up, I don't know what her shape looks like, but now that's what it is. If that was a white lady who was, you felt like was unattractive, you wouldn't have a problem with that. But here goes a white lady that some of these brothers would like. Who do you think you are? Whenever you see those white, I was in Europe for some time, right? I noticed the Polish chicks, if they like black guys, they would do something like getting braids or dreads or box braids. And the African girls were taken aback by it. They didn't like it. They thought it was cultural appropriation. Now, at the same time, if a Polish guy wanted to talk to them and give them a half black, half European baby, that was completely okay, right? I mean, it just makes sense. You know, don't do as I say, just do as I do. And Lizzo don't have problems with interracial marriages and interracial unions. She don't have a problem with Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian. You don't have problems with, you know, doing anything with whites, but you know what? Let's reserve the vernacular for ourselves. Well, every language is used by others. Spanish is used by whites. It is used by others. Chinese, it is taught as a language, as a linguistic profile. You want the right to only be able to use Ebonics, which is so silly, What do you get out of that? Do you get more jobs in your community? Do you get more home ownership in your community? Okay? Because the people who really own Ebonics and the culture are through hip hop, none of them really are black. They're whites or Jewish people or whoever else. Why are you not fighting for that? Because it's silly, that's why. Because we want to have silly things. Things that don't bring no power to black women or black men are nothing. We always argue as a group about things that make entirely no sense. And we save our arguments for people who are largely powerless. This is a white lady doing a TikTok video. She's just mimicking it, thinks it's cool. Then you have all these sisters who are also aggressive in the comment section, but given the opportunity to date a white man, most of them, I guarantee you, would try to act on that particular option or optionality. So a lot of times when we are being, presented the wrong way and being dragged through the mud politically, go back and look at your entertainers and ask them what they're asking for. It's almost like you made that video and just Joe Biden just cash out you $20,000. Yes, please keep them broke and silly. And again, this is something that as an argument for a person, I think it's like 15, 16 years old. There are people who own businesses in the black community. They own gas stations using black vernacular. They own restaurants. We don't even fight for the right to even establish our own communities, but we want to be able to use our slang because we created it. Okay, well, who hires most black people? White people. Okay, and as soon as somebody as a brother get fired, we're gonna holler racism. Now, Steve Wilkes, I believe that was kind of racist, but that's the truth. And we got to honestly have serious dialogue. Like, it's not serious. Lizzo is not serious. Okay? If I'm a Democratic Caucasian person, I hear this, I'm like, yes, put her up there, please. Politically miseducate every black person under 40 tonight. Go, right now. Keep them silly drinking the Kool-Aid. And how can you even live with yourself with making such a meaningless argument, a meaningless position? And then you have all of these ladies in the comments section. And as a black man, as I'm reading that, I'm thinking, I wonder if these ladies actually have children. I'm not even gonna go any further than that. If you agree with Lizzo, and if you have kids, and we know probably most likely the man ain't there, are your kids gonna go to the school and fight for the rights to do this? Then you wonder why the black community is declining. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Ocean D. Jackson, back at it again. The episode Subject Drunk. Preach the fire, you just heard the bell, we're out.